I'd like to show you a knife I bought on eBay. This is the Economy Recruit from the Victorinox Economy series. This one was probably made around 86. It was made somewhere between 79 and 86. The blades on it were discontinued after 86. When I purchased it, I noticed I didn't see. I was just kind of was on eBay and I noticed that a guy was giving this knife away for almost nothing. And when I clicked on the picture, I saw it was engraved John. And I thought, hey, it's got the old shield. That's the Recruit that MacGyver used. And my brother John was a big MacGyver fan. He's the one who told me about MacGyver because I didn't watch the show. So I quickly bought it to give it to him as a birthday present. It's got this, it looks like white paint, but it's silver. Silver paint and factory engraved John. MacGyver was getting famous. He came on in '85, and it became a real famous show right off the bat. And in the fall, October, probably around the 27th of October of 1987, he switched from using the Spartan all the time to using the Economy Recruit. His first 3 episodes, he used the small Tinker. Then he went with the Tinker. Then he started using the Spartan. And then in the fall of 87 into 88, he started using this knife. This was the only Victorinox knife that he used 5 episodes in a row. In all, they know for certain he used it in 11 episodes, which is even more than the Spartan or Tinker. But there was a lot of episodes they couldn't determine what knife he used, and he could have used one of those 2 knives too. But this was definitely one of the top 3 MacGyver knives, the Tinker, the Spartan, and the Economy Recruit. And if you don't believe me, look at Victorinox's website. I'll open it up real quick. It's just got the standard opening layer, the can opener blade, the bottle opener blade with no half stop, your main blade, and one of my all-time favorite Victorinox blades, the pen blade. So, and it's got the split ring. That's it. Because it's the Economy series, they didn't, or the Economy series didn't have the tweezers or the toothpick. And this one's in really nice shape. It's got a few little smudges toward the tip. It's kind of hard to see them, but right there's some smudges, tiny. And a little smudges on the handle from probably sitting in a drawer. The guy didn't pocket carry it, or there would have been wear on the shield and the name. And it's at least 37 years old, so it's really nice to get it. What I'm thinking is that this knife is the hardest of all, just about the hardest of the MacGyver knives to get, because they still make the Tinker, they still make the Spartan, but they haven't made the Economy Recruit since 1994. So to pick it up in this kind of condition was really great. I'm going to quickly show you another knife. Now, if it hadn't said John, I wouldn't have bought it, because this is the Walker. And as you can see, if I set them down here, or here I'll lift them up, you can see they're the same 84 millimeter sack. It's about the same size. But the Walker, I'm an outdoorsman. I'm always out in the woods, and I got to have a saw. And the Walker is the smallest Swiss Army knife with a saw. And then, as far as the bottle opener and the can opener blades, it's got the combo tool. It does the same thing and has the half stop. And it's got basically the same. In fact, I'm going to look here. It is the same blade. See that? It has the same large blade as the Recruit. So for woods walking, and it's got the toothpick and the tweezers, and I add a needle to the tweezer compartment. For woods walking, this is the knife. If I spent all my time in the city, I'd probably choose the Recruit. The Recruit is a pretty popular knife, but I think that the reason it became such a famous knife, today's model has the tweezers and the toothpick, but the Economy didn't, and they aren't making the Economy right now. But I think it became popular just because of MacGyver. Because, I even had trouble finding it in catalogs, Victorinox online catalogs. Right up until I found it I found this exact knife in the 1985 catalog. But main reason, I suppose, is they didn't have catalogs. There aren't many. I only found one Victorinox economy knife catalog online. I'm sure they had one every year, but I don't think it was that. I think MacGyver made it popular. So now the question is, is this the true MacGyver knife? Well, it's the only one that was on 5 episodes in a row. It's the only one that was for sure featured in the 11 episodes. So it was definitely one of his absolute favorites. But I believe whatever episode you like best that featured a knife, that would probably be the true MacGyver knife for you. A couple MacGyver facts I forgot to mention. The corkscrew was his favorite tool, he said. Why? Because he loved to use it on the weekends. In all, he used at least 144 knives. He was breaking them and losing them all the time because he was so bored in between shoots. He would practice knife throwing with these, and they're not balanced very well, and he would break his knives. So he went through at least 144 according to his prop master.